Hello, friends. My name is Claire. Happy spooky season. For this month, I am going to be doing poems and builds based off of the different occults in The Sims 4. So, if you like occults or you want to see something a little bit out of the normal, please hit the subscribe button and the like button so you can see the videos I have planned for this month. So, we are starting off in the kitchen. This is a home I designed for a spellcaster who has a cat and is a little bit girly and likes things fancy and colorful. So we, like I said, are still in the kitchen and we are going to just be adding some decorations up here on the shelves. The Realm of Magic came with lower countertops for the kitchen, but it did not come with upper countertops for the kitchen. So luckily, this kitchen is pretty small, so I feel like there wasn't really much space for cabinetry. So instead of doing cabinetry, I'm going to be having these open shelving units in the kitchen. And I feel like this looks kind of more fun, just since it is a small space. It's nice to have like this nice detail moment up here, and so we are just going to be adding some candles. I tried to not make it look too similar to what's on some other shelves, but I did want there to be a lot of books on these shelf, and now we are just going to be adding some decorations onto the countertops. So this is a one bedroom, one bathroom home, and we are building it in the world that came with the Realm of Magic pack. And so now we are in the entryway living room area. I kind of started with the kitchen just because it is just right off of the entryway, and it's kind of the area I had the most ideas to do with, and so I just wanted to kind of get all those ideas out there before I focus on other things like the living room. I knew I wanted to use this fireplace that came with Realm of Magic. It's super cool. It has crystals, and I didn't think to turn it on before I took the screenshots, but when I was playtesting it, my sim turned it on and it was beautiful. The nice blue light came from the l- fireplace, and I really do like the wallpaper and the windows that came in this pack. I feel like the windows especially are super cool, and there are a lot of stained glass options, which I think really helps enhance this space and can make it more colorful. I really like the floral designs, and I feel like I should use the Realm of Magic doors more often. What do you think? I feel like I normally use the Realm of Magic pack when I'm doing a house for a spellcaster. Otherwise, I just kind of forget that these items exist, like this nice matching pink bathroom set. And I mean, obviously, there's some in other colors, but I feel like it was really fun to do something I normally wouldn't want to do. I mean, I do like color, but I wouldn't normally use these items for color. So we are just going to be adding a little cat area, and I do change this later on. I realized when I was taking the screenshots, it's like, wait, I forgot to add a litter box for the cat, and so that this area is where the litter box ends up going, and there is a smaller cat tree. So we are just going to be finishing up the bathroom, adding a nice bright pop of color with the green towel and a matching towel by the sink. And now we are just going to be adding some pictures. This is a small house. It's not like a tier 3 tiny house where it's 100 tiles. It's a little bit over 100 tiles, so if you do have the tiny living expansion pack, or not expansion pack, stuff pack, this this wouldn't work with any abilities, any gains of skill or lighter load of bills. I didn't use anything from the tiny living pack. I just needed the tile counter to help me not go overboard. I wasn't really wanting to build a large house for this week's video. I wanted to go for kind of more like a small, hidden in the woods type of feel for this house. And now we can see we're just in the backyard. I wanted to make sure that this backyard did have a lot of skill building items. So I have a chess table, I have some gardening boxes, I have a little pond, and that was honestly just so I wouldn't build too much in this yard. I wanted it to feel kind of small and concrete, or small and like just, I just wanted this little area to be mostly used, and the pond also did help me like not go too over budget or not too over large with the house. And I feel like adding ponds is something I don't normally do, and I'm kind of wanting to get into adding ponds. So if you like that idea of me adding more ponds or custom ponds into my builds, please give this video a thumbs up so I know if you like that idea. And I do add some swans onto this lake. I couldn't like see if they were there when I was taking screenshots, but I did want to make sure that they were, like you could see that I put those items onto the lake. So we are just going to be going on the front of the house and adding some ladybug, or not ladybugs, fireflies, and going to finishing up the backyard and going onto the second level of the house. So you first walk up the stairs, and it's kind of like in this like cauldron room office area, and then towards the back of the house is where the bedroom is. So we are just going to be adding some bookshelves. I wasn't sure how like wall to wall a bookshelves I wanted this room to be. I do just have like end up having one wall of bookshelves and then having these other little cabinets with like potions and whatnot. And now we're just going to be adding some pictures and some curtains. I feel like this curtain really looked cool with like it being so big, but I was a bit afraid that like it would look weird in gameplay mode. So I do end up going with a smaller curtain, and now we're just going to be adding some more pictures. I feel like these pictures kind of made sense to have in this area because it's like cauldron room with all of the potions, and the potion pictures made sense. So now we are in the last room of the house, which is the bedroom, and I do add another cat tree up here for obviously the cat. And I did take me a minute to figure out how I wanted this room to be. Like, do I want to have two dressers? Should I just have one dresser? I do end up going with one dresser and a mirror, but I really wanted to use this bed that has the stained glass like window look on the top part of the canopy. This bed is really, really cool just because it's like something unique, something you wouldn't really see in a day-to-day house. And now we are just going to be adding some things onto the walls, adding some pictures, and I kind of had a hard time with this part because like I wanted the picture to be centered with the bed, like you're laying in bed, you could like see that picture, but with the way the door is placed and where I have the cabinet on the other side, the picture was just like slightly off, and that took me a while to figure out how to get it to fit in a way that was nice. And now we're just going to be finishing up this video. So if you want to play in this house, you can find it on the Sims 4 gallery. My EA ID is green_rose_sims. I'm also on Instagram if you want to go follow me over there. I tried to post extra content, and we are just going to be heading into the screenshots. So I hope to see you all next week for another spooky build. Bye!